Okay. In this session, I will explain Java methods, chapter 8. What are the topics we cover here? Definition of the method, types of methods. We'll demonstrate the static method with some examples and exercise programs. At the end, we will see the tasks. Okay. So first thing, what is a method? Right. A method is a block of statements which can perform some specific operations on data. Right, so a group of statements, a block of statements which are designed to which are designed to perform for specific operation on data. So there are some methods, okay, which mostly focus on solving the problems, okay, like a kind of service, providing some service, specific service, okay. So how? By operation, by providing operation on data, by manipulation on data, calculation on data. So that's a method here, okay. Similarly, if you recall the class definition, a class is a combination of things two properties of class, two members of a class. First is variables are nothing but data variables, because data are variables. Second thing, methods. This is another member of the class, two members of the class, right? So first is data, that is nothing but variables. Another is methods. Methods defines operations. Method defines behavior of the class. What is the behavior of the class? This used to represent the behavior of the class, so which we mostly perform certain actions, okay. So that's why they are also known as functions, okay. Functions are methods, similar, okay, they are same. Methods, that's why is defined as member function of class, okay. It's a member, it's a part, it is a member of the class. So class has two members, data and methods. So these methods will act on data, will perform action on this data here. Whenever I say data, it is represented in by using variables, okay. Variables represent data, you can say, right? So that's one thing. So what does the definition here? Method is a block of statements, a group of statements, more than one statement, which perform operations specific, okay, specific operation on data here. For example, if I call it total, my method name is total. So what is a total? It will do total, it will calculate total, it will compute total on the data given. That called specific operation. When I say average, it will perform average. When I say calculating GPA, GP calculation. When I say conversion one unit to another unit, means it will do specific operation on the data given, provided, right? That's the definition of methods. So how do you provide data, okay, to the methods? Because it will perform operations, right? So by using passing parameters. So passing data is known as parameter. You need to pass the data, means you need to give data as an input, okay, as an input to the method definition known as parameters. Parameters are arguments also. Parameters are arguments. Passing, so what does mean? Method takes data, parameters. Method takes data or parameters, an input, right? So there's a method here. This is very important point. You can pass parameters known as, you can pass data known as parameters into a methods. So why do we need methods? First thing. Second question, why do we need to reuse the code? To reuse the code here. Sometimes because you write some code logic, okay, so you write it once, but you can use many times instead of again repeating the same code. For example, you have written some part of the code which is common, right? Every time you can use it, right? So that code can reuse again without again writing here, right? So reuse the code to only once, right? Do you define only once and use it many times, because say that's what reuse the code. So you define, you write the code, we write the business logic only one time, and you can use it multiple times in your program. That is reusability, to save your program code size. Second benefit, second use is modularize the program into manageable pieces. Since a program, if you write the whole project in a single program, it will very hard to manage, very hard to find, manage, or fix the problems, right? So methods allows to modularize the program, means you divide the big large program to small chunks, small pieces, then you combine and collaborate it to run as a whole one, right? So methods plays an important role for modularizing, managing the program easily as a small pieces, right? So just to highlight this enough to memorize what is this modularization. Project modules is like a module, right? Juice. So that's method here. Types of methods. In Java, there are two types of method. Basically, this is a fundamental. There are two types of Java. There are different types of methods, but basically there are two types, big main categories. It has two types. First is predefined methods, and second is user-defined methods. So let's understand what is predefined methods. In Java, predefined methods are the method that is already defined in the Java class libraries, known as predefined methods, right? What does it mean? These are the methods which is already defined, which is already created and is available in Java class libraries. It is available somewhere in the class, and those methods which is already created and available in the class libraries are known as predefined methods. It's also known as built-in methods, means ready-made, you can say ready-made, right? Is already available, created and kept in somewhere in the class. So what you do here, we just import those methods into our programs. So we can directly use these methods just by calling them into program at any point, right? So we can reuse the same method multiple times. That's what. So just use it. Just use those methods which is already available in some class libraries. So using them directly by calling into program at any point of the line. I mean any point in the program. So simple, you can say predefined, nothing already defined. Already defined, already these methods are available while developing the Java. Okay, so this is available in the class. So we need to import those class and use it. So we have seen the classes like scanner, right? You say we import the scanner, import java.util.scanner to use the method next int, next double, next float, or you can say next line, next character, or next, right? So we are using these methods. So these methods defined in Java class, scanner, right? So we import first, then use it directly. Okay, so these are the methods. So let's see example. Another example, we use print, system.out.print, right? We use this print method. Okay, so this is a method actually, function. What is the purpose, what is the function of this print? It is just to print, right? So easy to understand, it's used to print. So where does this print is residing in the class? Print stream. It is available where? Java.io print stream class. It is a part of print stream class. So what is the main function, main operation of print? To print the text, to print the values, whatever you write inside the method. For example, I'm writing print Java, it will print what? Java where? On console. Okay, so let me show you here, right? So I have an package here, predefined. Okay, just writing class here. This out. Here you see print. How do you know this method? Because this parentheses represent a method, means this is a method, predefined method. It's already defined. Did you create it? No, it is created by the system. It is already available, right? So when you keep mouse over on this one, you'll see one pop-up information. You will find out, you see here to read here, white.java.io.print stream println. So this method println is available in this class. So you see there is a underline. When I click here, okay, you'll see the more information about this one. Okay, if you want to read this information, go with this one, right? So it's a method is invoke or new line character, right? So because of new line here, so if you read, this will be okay. So again, there is a hierarchy of understanding. Okay, so this is a method. So whatever you write here, example, you write here Java, it will print Java on the console. Save your program and let's run it. So this is a console here. We'll see this will print. It's a value or text, whatever you write inside, it will print the same. So what is the functionality of print? This will print. That's it. It will not do any other calculations, isn't it? So this is specific. It's called a specific operation. What is a specific operation? Printing the text, printing the values, whatever is written inside the print. Okay, so this is a method. What is method? Predefined method. This another method you see here, main. This is also a method, main method, predefined method, and it takes some values. Can you see here? This is called array, masfufa array actually, right? This array of arguments are parameters. When I say arguments or parameters, both are same. Okay, so this is it taking, but here also taking one argument, string. This is string argument. You see when you keep mouse here, can now you check the definition, string, because you gave the string, right? When you keep the mouse, it's string. Okay, print the string and then terminate the line. This method behaves as it works, invokes print string and then print ln, means after print it will give to the next, it will go to the next line here, you see here. So that is a simple predefined methods here. So moreover, you have more examples of predefined methods. Okay, we'll see this one in, okay, here and a simple example of math class. We'll learn about this one here in the next slides. Okay, so predefined method, math class. For there is a class named math, and this math class, okay, is defined in the package java.lang, right? It is available, and this is a default package. This package is a default package, okay, that is imported automatically. No need to import this package, right? So this is there is a class known as math. So M is capital, right? So this math consists various static methods, various methods, you can say various methods for various operation, for various specific operations, okay, different purposes, right? So few of them I have written here. I have just written some few of them here. You can see here with their descriptions and their examples. We'll go through this one by one. Okay, so how to use this one, right? Let me show you here. Absolute x, this is absolute. See, return the absolute value of x. The first method, absolute value of x. So here abs of number, right? This is a syntax, you can say generally, example how to use it, right? So here minus 67, it gives absolute value of 6 minus 67, that is a positive value, right? A 67. Absolute of 35 is 35, this is positive already. Absolute is absolute of minus 78.90, 78.90 means, moreover, in some scenarios you want to expect program expecting a positive value, only a positive value, but by mistake, by typo mistake, you enter minus value, right? Okay, then how do you convert this, right? How do you program that it will, the program automatically convert the minus value to the positive value, right? So by using absolute method, this method, predefined method, this will return the absolute value of x, right? So let me demonstrate here. So here, let's see here, example, this is double here, double x value equal to math. How to use math? This is static, then you have to use class. When you click on, when you write math dot, you say dot here, dot access modifier, right? So here it will give lot of methods which is defined under the math class. Inside the math class, see, you have hundreds of classes, methods, hundreds of methods you can use. Few of them I have mentioned here which are very, but this is enough for you, okay, as a beginners, right? So I'll write it here, math.abs. See, when you write abs, there are different abs, right? So I'm using double here, double of, give some value, a, b, 0, whatever the value. So I'm giving here minus 75, right? 0.56, or here say 45, 46. This is absolute value of x. So what is the value of this one? This is input example. So this will print, it will find, it will calculate, it will compute the absolute value of, okay, minus 7.75.46 as a positive, means to convert to 75.6 and stored in x. So you print the value of x, right? Now run the program. Look carefully here, you will see a positive value, right? keep positive, it will be positive, negative, 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 it will become a positive, right? So this is an simple example. Instead of writing 2 times here, okay, I just write directly here. See here, Control X, Control V to save my time. Okay, here, now run the program in one line. Okay, so this is absolute of minus 75 point. Hope you understand. So let's go to the next. Ceil. Ceil returns smallest integer value which is not less than x, means it will give another smallest value, return, right? It will give return. Here returns means giving answer back, right? So here some value back here. So returns smallest integer value which is not less than x. Now example, this is x, right? I mean here whatever the value, okay, which is not less than x, means next value of x. What is the next value of x here? So if you see here example 56.34, what is the next value which is not less than x? Is 57. 57 is not less than whatever the value here, right? So next value of this one, this is example like rounded up to the largest value, assume to the largest value after x, you can say. So return the smallest integer value which is not less than x. So this is ceil, right? So whatever you write ceil means it will give the next value of the after x. Okay, so let me demonstrate here. Another one is return the largest value integer value which is less than x, not less than and less than here. So here 65.78. So what is the less than value of the 65.78 is 65. So remove the fraction part, mostly you remove the fraction part. Okay, it will also remove the fraction part, go to the next value. It will remove the fraction part, it will go to the least value, less than value, but with 0.0 as 0.0. Okay, same type. Okay, so we have another one, round x. This round x returns a value which is the integer closest integer. This will give integer, look here, this will give return integer value closest to the x. For example, you see 24.56. So 0.5 or above 0.5, it gives the nearest, it works as a ceil. You see here it works as a ceil with integer value, not double. So 24.5, 6, find 5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.99, whatever, it gives 25. If it is less than 5, like example 4, 3, 2, 1, it gives and less than x value, less than x value. Let me demonstrate with the help of example. So here let's go with the first one. And let me comment on this one to save time, right? So copy, Control C, Control V. So here I just say remove math dot ceil, right? Ceil here, let me 75.46. Now 75.46. What is the value here? Because go to the next value after the 75. It is 76, right? 76.0, 76.0. Right, next value. Ceil means like at the top, it will go to the top. Okay, let's demonstrate the second value here. Floor, floor, ground value. You can say ground value means whatever the what is the least value of this compared to this one, 75. 75. Okay, so run this one, same value, it is 75. Can you see the second one, 75.0, this one, right? So there is another method called flow of round here. So it will work on both ways. So to avoid confusion, I will just remove comments. I'll keep comments on this one. So we'll have only one output, right? So around here, 75.4. Now it is less than 5. This first 4 value is less than 5. Less than 5, 75.5. This value is less than 75.50. So it will works as a floor. It will work as a floor. So answer is 75, an integer value. Look here, answer is 75, integer value, not 0.0, right? Now if it is less or 3 or whatever, it is gives always 75 here. Now if it change here, this will change to 5, same value, it will give uh, it returns the largest value which is not less than this, means next 76. Okay, 76. It's like what we used in to round the value to the next. Like example, your grade marks, you score 84.5, then you will automatically, the system will round it to 85, right? Here, see, let me show you here, 85. 484.5. Oh, look here, it will work here. 85. So this is mostly used. Okay, so that's one thing here, right? So this is one here. So we have more methods. Let me explain with the help of examples here. Maximum value, it takes two parameters. Now this is x, y are parameters, are arguments. Parameters are arguments, but variables, these are variables. Okay, so it takes two parameters, maximum. So return the maximum of x and y, means it will take two values, right? Maximum, one is x and y, so it return the maximum, which is the largest value. Maximum means nothing but largest of two values. Okay, second one is minimum, minimum of x and y, which is a minimum, smallest value. Let me show you here. Okay, so here let me write. So here, just write here, maximum of, just we making sure here, like 8 and 3. What is the maximum of 8 and 3? Answer is of course 8, right? So run the program, you'll see answer 8 Tamania. What is the minimum? Min. What is the smallest? 3. Smallest, now it is written 3. So you write any code, you did not write any program. We are using the functionality, we are using this kind of service, predefined services, predefined methods. Okay, so if you want some, I have given two numbers, now give me the largest, give me the smallest, then you use these methods right away, right? You will get the answer. So without writing a code, without writing any logic, the logic written somewhere in the math class. Okay, so this is one thing here. So right, so let's do few more here, right? Let's demonstrate the few more mathematical class operations. Here, square root, sqrt, square root of x. So for example, you have under root 4, under root 4. So here under root 4, how do you write this square root? We cannot, the keyboard doesn't support this symbol, right? So we have to use the method, we have to use the method. You can see sqrt of x, which is equivalent to under root 4. So it gives answer. Let me show you here, right? Comment on this one. Control V. I say here sqrt of 4. Everyone knows square root of 4 is 2, right? Now this is equivalent to what? This line. Okay, so square root of 4. So run the program, you will see 2.0. So anyone knows square root of 16? It is 4 square, right? 4 square, nothing but 16. 4 square, and this square root will cancel. It, the answer returns is 4. So answer is 4.0 here. Square values, mostly square values. 5 square is 25. 5 square is 25. And I give here 5 square 25 here. It is 5 square. 5 into 5, 25. So the square root will cancel and it will give the answer 5 only. Right? And the program is 25. Right. So another most usually is power x comma y. It takes two parameters. Return the x power y as this. Can you see here x power y? Example 2 power 3. 2 power 3 here. So how do you write 2.0, 3.0? You get answer 3. 2 power 3 means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, 3 times, right? So it is 2 power 3. So like here, let me, how do you calculate power? POW, power is POW. So here takes two parameter. First x value, 2 value, and then y value, 2 power 3. So answer is 8. 2 power 3 is 8. 2 multiply 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. Now if I say 2 power 5, what is the answer? 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, 5 times, right? 2 5s are 30, you can say here. 2 multiply 2, 32, 32, sorry, 32, right? So you can say if I say I need 18 times, it gives answer perfectly, right? See here. So it's very short, you can get the answer 2 power 18. So how do you write 2 power 18? Means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, 2 multiply 2, 2 multiply 2. Means instead of writing 18 times, you just use the method math.power, you'll get answer on a click, right? Easy. This one is most easy, right? So that's it. That's your predefined Java math class methods, right? You just practice on this one, okay? And we have the exercises here. So say I'm determine each of the following expressions. What is math dot absolute? What is the value here? What is the value of this math dot absolute? Math dot absolute 10.0. What is the output? What is the output of 3 power 5? What is the output of square root of 5? What is the floor value of this one? What is the seal value of? You can do this one. Write a program or just do by yourself. No need of program. By it's very simple. And write the expression, Java expression. How do you write the expression? See here, math dot power of 2.0 5.0. This is x value, this is y value. Second, I have a power 5 plus b power 7 under root. So this first write down the root, madra square root. Under this one, two powers. First one here, second one say here. Madra power a power 5 plus math dot power of b power 7. B comma 7. So similarly, you need to write this one also. Okay. So this is your exercise. How do you write it using mathematical expressions? This is an exercise.